521 at KNX, in-depth team coverage of campaign 2016. And some people thought when we moved ahead to the California primary next month, it would be Trump against Cruz. But no, Ted Cruz quit the race last night, and California is going to see a lot more focus on Hillary versus Bernie after Sanders got the upset in Indiana last night.
That's what I tweeted last night. It's now Hillary and Bernie here in California. And joining us from Washington, Democratic strategist Bob Weiner, a former staffer in the Clinton White House. Bob, good morning to you. Bernie didn't just win by a nose out there in Indiana. It was a pretty good win for him. So what does that say about the campaign going forward, even though we know Secretary Clinton has all these numbers working for her?
Hi, Dick and Vicky. Well, it was just a nose. It was 5 points, and he'd have to win by 30 points in every primary to even have a chance now. So the numbers are clear. Hillary has millions more votes than Bernie Sanders, and she will be the nominee. But Trump won by a landslide. What he did on the Republican side with his group-denigrating messages that seems to have an appeal among Republicans is absolutely remarkable, but it's not going to win the general election for the very reason that it has those demographic negatives.
Well, if you look at that, I mean, you're talking about how Trump campaigns, and his campaign since day one, since he announced, has struck a nerve within the electorate, and the electorate continues to be with him, at least on the Republican side. Now, clearly, there's a lot of choices that Republicans have to make looking forward. But at the same time, Hillary Clinton has a lot of negatives as well.
She does. There's no question. And questions that she's going to have to raise, and I spoke with John Podesta, the Clinton campaign chair and also former White House chief of staff, just 2 days ago. She has got to reach Bernie's kids, and she's got to answer the questions of can she not be bought by big business and be believed by youth? She's got to reach out to youth. And I asked John what the strategy was and this was in a little group meeting, what the strategy was, and he says they're going to be sending kids out all over the campaign and make the point that there is hope in what Hillary is saying. But at the same time, I've also counseled, Dick, that what Biden said is absolutely true. It's got to be aspirational. It can't just be plod to the practical. Hillary has to really build a spirit of enthusiasm among youth if she wants those kids, because the general election polls now are showing a somewhat tightening, a 6 to 8 point win by Hillary, and it used to be 20 and all of that. So she's got to be very careful. We have to take Bernie very seriously. You are right. He has a message of not kowtowing to foreign countries and trade deals being ineffective and those kinds of things. And immigration, he strikes a chord.
Very quickly, though, I mean, bottom line, how do you make Hillary Clinton more likable?
Oh, she's very likable. When you see her, I mean, I know her personally.
Really?
I worked with her at the White House. I remember Obama's classic quote, "You're likable enough." She is a very warm and likable person. If you saw those clips just from yesterday where she was in West Virginia being personal with the coal miners, she is a very warm and personal person, and I believe that will come through in the campaign. She will make that sure that comes through in the campaign, because that's the real Hillary.
All right, we're going to find out. The campaign will be coming to California, not just for money, but for votes in the next several weeks. Bob Weiner there, former staffer in the Clinton White House and a Democratic strategist.
Got a problem in the Arleta area this morning, 5 south of the 173 car crash.